Imagine what's possible when learning doesn't get in the way of life. At Capella University, our game-changing FlexPath learning format lets you set your own deadlines so you can learn at a time and pace that works for you. It's an education you can tailor to your schedule. That means you don't have to put your life on hold to pursue your professional goals. Instead, enjoy learning your way and earn your degree without missing a beat. A different future is closer than you think with Capella University. Learn more at capella.edu.
What is Cafe Mocha? Cafe Mocha is experts, celebrities.
What's up? This is Belle Biv DeVoe.
Yours truly, Idris Elba.
This is Fantasia.
This is In Vogue.
This is India Ari.
So much more. All from a woman's perspective.
What flavor are you, baby?
This is Cafe Mocha.
Cafe Mocha's Lonnie Love, Yo-Yo, and Angelique hanging out with you while you get that last bit of Christmas shopping, present wrapping done. Ruben Studdard's our guest. He's coming up. You know, what are the
Yo, what you doing?
Oh, please don't start with her.
Why not start with me?
Because you're going to say something like, I'm engaged and we're having an engagement party.
No, that's not what I was going to say.
Okay.
For the holidays, I'm going to film my cooking show. So I'm going to New York up until Christmas, and I'm going to stay in Christmas and visit family there.
Nice.
And for the New Year's, I'm planning on getting me a cute red short dress. I'm going to cut my hair all off and I'm going to wear it short and pixie.
Okay. How short is the dress going to be?
You know what? My legs.
Careful.
My.
I can't help it. See, it's not just me.
Hey, listen, I'm over here with goosebumps on my shoulders. This girl crazy.
So it's gonna be a nice,
it's gonna be nice,
dress.
Presentable, and decent.
You gonna have some stockings on, some white stockings.
I will definitely put on stockings to represent the finer woman.
I love that. But I'm glad you got your cooking show. You know, you're gonna do that up until Christmas. Are you doing any special episodes, like holiday episodes?
You know what, Lonnie? I would love to have Cafe Mocha come on for Friendsgiving to do something. It's really just family. It's not celebrity driven. It's just really coming in the kitchen and really talking like we talk right now.
Right.
And really just enjoying ourselves and cooking.
Do you actually get to eat the food, or is it just like for decoration?
They do eat the food. The food is, I have a wonderful team, Powerhouse Productions, who help, facilitate everything. But I actually cook, so I really love it. And the crew do eat the food. And, I'm always standing over and I'm like, what it tastes like. You like it? Mm-hmm. But I really do love it. They love it. And I don't try to do anything that I can't. I don't try to cook anything that I can't cook.
Right.
I'm not a chef. I just love to cook.
Okay.
I love it. Now, what I'm doing for the holidays is a bunch of holiday comedy shows all around. And these are special holiday shows where we give free gifts. We have a gift raffle. I have various comedians. I host the show, and we play Christmas and holiday music, and we have laughs, and it's a good type of show. Like if you have an office party, or if you want to just do something to get out the house. That's what I'm doing. And then actually on Christmas Day, I'll be at the LA Mission helping to serve the homeless down there. And then I'll probably just chill out. I did the same thing for Thanksgiving. I try to, in the mornings, do something for other people to be of service. And then I tear up the the plates. Tear up the food. What about you, Angelique?
I'll be in New York as always, dealing with they might be listening. Yeah, I mean, they're crazy and I can't take them. My family, they sit up till 4 a.m, which is right around the time that I wake up. And so they just winding down. They got potato chips all over the floor and sodas and pistachio nuts, and the TV's on, and they just sprawled all over the place. And I come downstairs, clean up after them, and just, stare in bewilderment because they're crazy people. That's all I'm gonna say.
My
And
kind of party.
they're the kind of
Okay.
people that they spend all night trying to find a movie. Do you guys do that? It's like they'll get 15 first. It takes about an hour for everybody to agree on a movie. And then they'll watch for 15 minutes and be like, I ain't feeling this. And then they'll go to something else. I'm like, I can't deal with you guys. I cannot deal with it. I'll be upstairs watching reruns of Law and Order. And my birthday is coming up January 3rd. So probably
Yay.
we're going to catch a Broadway show. Get some Junior's cheesecake and, just hang out with the family.
Yo, what?
Going to New York to meet my fiance's family. Well, I've met his mom, of course.
I'm sorry. Don't we talk every week? And how is it that this slipped past me? Because last time I heard you was dry as a billy goat.
Ew. Ew. I know,
Remember,
right?
we follow gospel stations. What are y'all talking about? So you've been courting? Yo-Yo? You didn't tell us you was courting.
But yeah, of course. Girls need love too. Oh, God.
This is breaking news for Cafe Mocha. How is
Thank
it we
you.
your co-host and you haven't told? You just come up. Yes, me and my fiance.
All right. I know, Lonnie. I'm sorry.
It's okay, but you know what? It's good that you are engaged, and hopefully you will do it in front of the eyes of the Lord. All that is so nice. This is what it's about. And even if you don't have like your blood family, make a family. Don't try not to be alone for the holidays. Holidays can be very depressing. This is my first holiday, you guys, without my mom.
Yeah.
So a lot of people have been reaching out to me, and I appreciate that. And I've been, doing stuff. So,
give me hugs.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that, Lonnie. It is a tough time. And how were you feeling?
It's tough, but it's life, and you keep yourself busy, and things will be okay. You know that you were loved. You remember the good times, and I really have a lot of family back in Detroit, so I'll probably go after Christmas and go see them. So, but yeah, it's always the first. I think it's hard, it never gets easy, but, the first, you think about when you were little and things like that, but, it'll be fine.
We love you.
We love you, Lonnie.
I hate you guys. This is the gospel hour. Lonnie Love. This is Cafe Mocha.
Coming up, Ruben Studdard. It's Cafe Mocha.
Standing in solidarity from a woman's perspective. It's Cafe Mocha.
This is the season I've been waiting for all year. My friends and family all gonna be here. I finally get to take a break from my career. You know how we do it. Kids taking pictures with every Santa Claus. Mama's running, trying to get that baby doll. Last minute shopping as she's dashing through the mall. 'Cause Christmas is here. It's not another ordinary day.
It's Cafe Mocha. Lonnie Love, Yo-Yo, I'm Angelique. It is the Christmas season. Christmas just days away at this point, and we thought, who better to celebrate than with Ruben Studdard? He's got a brand new Christmas EP out. What's up, Ruben?
How you guys doing? I'm doing really well. Doing well.
But I love this first Christmas project. It's called My Favorite Holiday, and I listened to it. Ruben, I love it. I mean, can you describe it to the listeners? Like when you were developing this EP, what did you want people to feel?
I just wanted them to feel like they were at home. Like, and the funny thing is that it's taken me such a long time to put this project together because I did it in segments. I went on a couple of tours to celebrate the 20th anniversary of me being on American Idol. And so I had to put a pause on it, and I started this album in like 2018. So it's, every time I would get a little break, I would record a song. Every time I get a little break, I would record another song. But my favorite holiday, which is the lead track, is the one that we did last. And it just really described how all of us that were in the studio felt about Christmas growing up. And so I'm glad that I was, able to put that out.
I'm just mad, though, because I needed to be a full album. I just want you to know that. It was so good. I mean,
Thank you so much.
my favorite holiday, One Little Christmas, Silent Night,
Mm-hmm.
At Christmas Time. What made you, and also Way in a Major, why did you choose these particular songs?
I just remember as a child, Away in a Manger was a song that, everybody would make me sing before I wanted to sing. And at Christmas time, I don't know if you're aware, but I've been doing a Ruben Sings Luther tour for about 6-7 years now. And my mom was the hugest Luther Vandross fan. And so that was his Christmas song. And so I had to do that for my mom. The rest of the material is just songs that I like. You know what I mean? And I just, I enjoy it. And I had to have one original song. And the difficult thing was trying to have something that sounded like it had already been here before. Like I was trying to kind of mimic the feel of this Christmas. And I think we kind of got it,
It's Cafe Mocha talking to Ruben Studdard about his new EP, My Favorite Holiday. The single is called My Favorite Holiday. You said this is your favorite holiday, but what's it going to be like at Christmas this year? You have a brand new baby girl. You have a 3-year-old boy. I mean, what's Christmas going to be like for you guys?
Well, I can't. Olivier's 4 now, so we can't call him 3. He'll have a problem with that. Oops. But it's going to be, I'm sure, full of activity, full of love, and full of joy. Like, we're really excited about it. Both me and my wife are huge fans of Christmas. And so I'm sure it'll give us the opportunity to relive our childhood through our kids. And so I'm just looking forward to it, man, for sure.
Kids really bring out Christmas for you, right? Now, are you the type of family that goes all the way out for kids? Do they make a list and you say Santa's coming down the chimney with the Christmas cookies and all of that? Do you put up the Christmas tree? Like, what's your Christmas?
We're doing it all. You know what I mean? Especially, since I'm actually on holiday tour right now. So when I get home, it's going to be full throttle. Asking them, asking Olivier, because the baby can't tell you anything she wants. But yeah, asking Olivier what it is he wants for Christmas, and just enjoying each other's company. Like that's the biggest part of the holiday season is not the gifts; it's about being around your family and spending time with them. So.
I love that. It's Cafe Mocha on the line. Ruben Studdard talking about his new Christmas EP, My Favorite Holiday, and also his Christmas traditions. Ruben, it's been the 21st anniversary since your American Idol win. And, it was such a phenomenal win. Did you ever think that your life would be the way it is right now today?
I definitely had no idea what God had in store for me when I first auditioned for the show. But I'm truly grateful and truly blessed, and I know that those opportunities are few and far between, and so I try to make the most out of every opportunity I get. That's why I'm still out here 21 years later, because He continues to bless me with opportunities to be in front of people and use my gift, and I'm extremely thankful.
You know what? Talking about being in the industry for 21 years, jumping from a regular person into the industry from television, what's one thing you can say you've learned from the 21 years of being just a regular a regular person and then jumping into this industry? What's one thing you can take away that you can give to our listeners?
the one thing that I can take away is that dreams are possible. I mean, I remember watching all the people that I admire on shows like Video Soul and Yo MTV Raps and all those kind of places, and saying that one day I wanted to do that, and watching, MTV and all those places, and just, aspiring to be in that place. And, I just continue to dream, continue to work, continue to hone my gift, and the opportunity presented itself, and I was ready for it. So I'm thankful for that.
But I mean, there's got to be a part of you that absolutely hates this industry, because entertainment, I'm sorry. I got to call it like it is. This industry is brutal.
I mean, well, I was a music education major in college, and the one thing that I will say is that our professors, really prepared us for the brutality that the industry had in store. Like, there was really no cut on them when your recitals weren't good. They let you know. And so, I had, my voice instructor, Dr. Richard Tucker, reminds me a lot of Simon Cowell. And so often ask me why I was so cool when I was on stage, because I'd already been through that. Yeah. I'd already, had those opportunities where people, were really, strongly critiquing my performances, be it classical music, but it was definitely the same kind of experience.
I love it. And you're still on the road with the Ruben Sings Luther tour. How, because I, as a stand-up comedian, I hate touring. I do the Michael Jackson. I love touring, and I really don't like it. How do you sustain and keep it fresh, especially, singing the same songs every night?
I really enjoy the music, and really, I would have to say that the Ruben Sings Luther show is kind of like doing a Broadway musical every day. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, you really just put the character on and go out there and do it, because people are there to sing along to the rich musical history of Luther Vandross, as more so than they are to just be with me. They really want to feel nostalgia. So I try to embody that character. I try to go out there and give them what they want, and and we have fun in the process. Like I talk about my experiences, and the things I remember from my mom being such a huge Luther Vandross fan, and going to my first Luther concert when I was like 6, and I talk to them about that, and just I bring those personal experiences to the show, and it keeps it fresh every day, because people always laugh at the stories, no matter how many times I tell them.
Nice. It's Cafe Mocha. We're talking to Ruben Studdard. This is our Christmas show, so hopefully you ain't spent too much money on gifts and whatnot. His new EP is called My Favorite Holiday, and I want to switch gears a little bit. We brought up American Idol a bit ago, and the big anniversary. I saw you were on tour with Clay Aiken. You were on Kelly Clarkson's show. Can you talk a little bit about, the American Idol community? And I guess, are you guys still connected? Are you friends? Like, because it's been years now.
My season in particular, like, we were like family, and I think they did that on purpose, because the drama of the show was real. Like, when you saw somebody get sent home, we really were sad. Even though we were in competition with each other, they made us feel like family. So we had dinner together. We went everywhere together. Like, it was no time that we really spent apart, other than when we were practicing our own personal songs. And so I think it made for a more realistic, drama-filled kind of show. As for like people in other seasons, Kelly and Fantasia, the first couple of seasons of American Idol, we were always together. Right. So when you see us have that kind of like banter and camaraderie, like, we were a part of Kelly's first tour. We were, Fantasia was a part of our season of American Idol, because we were a part of her season, because we were coming on promoting our albums and stuff while they were on the show. Right. So, I mean, we spent tons of time with each other, and, I think that, builds a bond that, goes far beyond, what you see on television.
I mean, I've met Clay Aikens. We worked on something called The Wheel together. He's hilarious. I've been on
Okay.
Kelly's show. She's phenomenal. Worked with Fantasia. I mean, your particular group is totally
Hmm.
different than what and it's not about who's better. It's just something that was different. And I think that God had a hand on all of you because you look up
Right.
and 21 years later, y'all still out there, y'all still producing. A lot of people from the show aren't, and that have been on
Right.
different seasons. What do you attest that to? Is it just the pure raw talent you all had?
I think it's definitely talent, but and that's not to say that the contestants that were in latter seasons don't have talent. I
Mm-hmm.
think that in the first 5 seasons, we didn't have any competition in that space. Everybody was glued to the television, and like we basically own the airways when it
Right.
comes to competition shows. So people have, I think, a more personal connection to the contestants on the first 5 seasons. Like, they really, like, they made events. Like, so many people tell me even to this day, like, they would have like family parties to watch American Idol. You know what I mean? And after about 5 or 6 seasons, that I think the shininess of the show kind of wore off for people, and it just became another television show.
Right.
Which still
You,
had great ratings, but it just, it wasn't like, in the same way that it was when we were on.
do people really need a plan B in this industry?
You need a plan B in life.
Okay.
Nothing is guaranteed.
Nothing. You got that right.
I mean, I mean, I thank God for my mom, who made me like really focus on my music education, because like during the pandemic, I was able to go back and teach at university. So like, I'm just, we think about these things where, like, I never thought in a million years there would be a time that we couldn't perform, but it happened. And because of, my plan B, I was able to sustain myself quite well. So, everybody should have one.
His Christmas LP is titled My Favorite Holiday. He also has his 8th studio album, The Way I Remember It. Both are available now. We've been talking to Ruben Studdard. Merry Christmas. Happy holiday, Ruben, to you and the family. Thank you so much for stepping up into Cafe Mocha.
Thank you for having me. Y'all have a wonderful holiday season.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you too.
Thanks, Ruben.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank y'all.
Ruben Studdard helping us get in the mood for Christmas. This one's going to help. His remake of Luther's At Christmas Time.
Every year at Christmas time, I hear the people laughing, smiling, being happy again. Ooh, at Christmas time. Merry Christmas.
On the way, Latasha with a Christmas wrapped in love.
Merry Christmas from the ladies of Cafe Mocha, Angelique, Yo-Yo, and Lonnie Love.
That's the kind of girl I need down with my team.
Standing in solidarity from a woman's perspective. It's Cafe Mocha.
It's Cafe Mocha, Lonnie Love, Yo-Yo. I'm Angelique on the line, R&B/gospel singer Latasha. How are you? Happy holidays.
Good. Yes, happy holidays to you girls. Thank you.
Now, how does it feel after, filming that reality show on Bravo to now have this wonderful Christmas album?
To be honest, through all of the turbulence, it kind of inspired me to continue to write and just use my gift in that way and create this album because I was very mindful of what was important, and it was just the gift of love and being able to uplift people instead of tearing them down. So I use my voice in that way. And this album, I could say, is truly made out of love. So it's therapeutic for me and all about love.
When you say it was very hard for you, Tasha, what do you mean?
When you go through life and you know that you're a public figure, and sometimes you're still human, it's like sometimes you see where people point fingers. And sadly, it is to say in our culture, we are more entertained by nonsense and disruptive and people being destroyed instead of lifting them up. And so for me, it was really hard to see myself and my family go through some things in this industry when that's not who we are. And people have formed opinions about it, and people don't even have to know you. A lot of people stopped liking me from the TV show, to be honest. And they were like, oh, I heard this, or I saw her face looking a certain way, and they don't even know me. So it was very hard to continue the path that I'm doing, doing music by hearing what people were saying. And it's hard sometimes to block out the noise. Like I said, it was a lot of turbulence.
What have you learned from that? Did you take anything from it? Was it, like, did it mature you or make you stronger? Tell me about that.
It definitely made me stronger. I think it made me learn to love myself even more. I think that's one of the biggest flexes is loving yourself. And it also allowed me to understand that, when you see things on television, everything is not what it seems. Just being in that situation and seeing how people really are, just learning who you are too, because a lot of times you go through things and we do that not for ourselves, but to be a light for somebody else. If I didn't get through that and I didn't understand who God was in my life, and I didn't understand that family was important, if I didn't get who my real friends were in those turbulent times, it would have made me a different person. But I learned who I was even in that space. And being able to come out of that and add light for young women who will probably go through far greater things that I have, and being a light for them is what I'm learning to do, getting through with God and just being a vessel.
What would you change about yourself? I know we talk about what they did wrong and how people perceived you, but did you ever look at yourself and say, I want to change this about myself?
Yes, I did. I said I wanted to communicate more. The way that I hold things in as an individual, this comes from just growing up the way that I grew up. A lot of times I was not very vocal about how I really felt, or if somebody said something, or if I felt a way about somebody. I never was very vocal about it. And so I've learned now to be, communicate better and communicate more about my feelings or how I see things. It's like I've always been the type of person to be like, oh, I'm not going to say nothing. I'm just going to go on and move. And that doesn't always work. And I'm learning that even in my relationship, with my husband and in business, you have to speak. You have to speak about how you feel or how you've dealt with other people. Maybe they felt a certain way to see how they feel about things. So, yeah, I can say I've dived more so into that part of me.
It's Cafe Mocha on the line, Latasha. We're talking about her and her new Christmas album. Latasha, the holidays can always be stressful. You got to deal with family, you got to deal with friends. And I understand where you've been, because I've been there too, when you're talking about especially fans and people online talking about, they don't like you, they have this perception. What I've learned is that sometimes you got to let the process play itself out. I am a testament to that. And what I love about what you're doing is you're still moving, you're still progressing with this new Christmas album. It's called This Christmas Wrap with Love. This will be your second album released after your first debut solo album titled An Invitation, a Conversation with God. Now, you said that the album is set to spread love, joy, and peace during the holiday season. Let's talk about the love and joy and peace. And what's one of your favorite songs on the album?
All of them are very heartfelt. I can't say I have a favorite, but I will say one that kind of sticks out to me, and it is called Coming Home. It is called Coming Home. And a lot of us, you have family members who, like a couple of my family members have been deployed, and I know with them going to be missing their families this holiday season. So writing songs that are reflective of that. And also there's another song on there, If the World Could See. And I delve into, just the line is, a better you, a better me equals peace. Can you see it? Like, if it's a better me, a better you, that equals peace. So it's a couple of things in these songs where it's very heartfelt for me, but I don't really have a favorite. I think the whole thing is wrapped with love. And I think everybody's going to take a song on there that, that they relate to.
Yeah, and you have some favorites too, because you have the traditional Joy to the World, Silent Night, Holy Night, which is a stunning song. I mean, your vocals on that was just really awesome. So I wanted to
Thank you.
compliment you on that. But let's
Yes,
talk
it's
about
7 songs on there.
the cover, okay? The cover from your new album, This Christmas Wrapped with Love. It is hot, girl. Let's talk about it.
Thank
It
you.
is.
You know, when you're kind of branching out on your own, you want to continue to be classy at the same time. You know, even with Christmas time, you want to have a little sexiness in it. So I really had fun doing this photo shoot. It was red. It was all in love. And I was able to tell them how I really wanted to see myself in the picture. I had like the Christmas hat on and just, I was having a good time, to be honest. So I was able to kind of be creative in that space, and it felt good. I mean, I feel good when I look at the picture. So thank you.
It looks good. It looks awesome.
And you sound amazing.
Thank you.
You sound amazing.
Thank you, guys. Thank y'all. When you sing from your soul, I think it reaches the soul. It really does.
It does.
And I love you for that. And I love you for that.
Yo, you were the one that, even when in the midst of everything, you would always kind of text and be like, "What's up, Queen?" And you don't even know that uplifts people as well. So I appreciate you in that space. It wasn't even, you didn't ask no questions. It wasn't nothing, no judgment or anything. You just said, "What's up, Queen?" And then I was like, wow, from one queen to the next. I appreciate that. I just want to say that right now to you.
It's Lonnie Loving. We here at Cafe Mocha want to wish you all happy holidays. Eat, drink, or don't drink. Just be merry.
This is Cafe Mocha. Radio from a woman's perspective.
We're spending Christmas with Latasha. Her album is called This Christmas Wrapped with Love. I'm curious about some traditions when you were coming up and sort of what inspired you to write this album and to, do the new work and to do some of the old favorites.
Well, growing up in the church, I've always loved Christmas time is my favorite time of year. And when I would be in church, my mother and my father, they were part of the ministry, right? And so they would get up and do these skits and plays, and I would watch them and be just intrigued by how they were able to capture the crowd just by using their gifts. So when Christmas time came, it was always a big thing. And I just vowed, I was like, this Christmas, I'm going to have a Christmas album this year. And I went in and I just kind of took bits and pieces of the times in church, bits and pieces of things that I saw, and then just the love that I'm used to, during the Christmas time, and wanted to make sure that I kind of put all that stuff in my body of work and allow people to understand this is how I grew up. This is what I saw, the joy to the world. Even though I always tell people I never do a song the same way that that you hear it. So when I did Joy to the World, I wanted to Tasha-tize it. And I know that's not a word, but that's my word. And so I amped it up a little bit. I put a little bit of College Park in there and put myself in that place where I was as a child, but then thinking about, how do you, continue to move music forward and kind of put myself into it. So yeah, that's just what that was with music and Joy to the World and the traditional music and coming back and just using that in a way that people can still, kind of, embrace that.
It's Cafe Mocha on the line, Latasha, talking to her about her new holiday album. But I wanted to ask you about your foundation, Made Girl, and what does it mean to you?
Made Girl is life. Made Girl is where I'm from. Made Girl is loving yourself. Made Girl took me a long time to understand that I was made fearless and I was made to win. So it means a lot of different things to me. And even this walk, I've been doing this 30 years in this business, and I've learned a lot. I've become a student of the game. And as you see me in my walk of life, I talk about my mother, I talk about my grandmother a lot because they were the strength. And so I draw off of that. And it's what made me. What made me strong was the strength of those women. And so when I think of Made Girl, the foundation and what I'm building, and building an academy soon for young girls to come in and be inspired to write music and to understand how, when it comes down to contracts and music itself, and being able to, with etiquette classes and cooking and culinary arts, I just want to bring all the things that have made me who I am to help young women. So the foundation means everything to me, to sum it all up.
It's the holiday season. Hug your mama. Have a good time. Spend time with your cousins because it's the holidays. We here at Cafe Mocha wish you happy holidays.
We're spending Christmas with Latasha from Escape. Her latest solo project is This Christmas Wrapped with Love. More coming up.
Want a little more of our flavor? Stay right there. It's Cafe Mocha.
We're spending Christmas with Latasha from Escape. Her latest solo project is This Christmas Rap with Love. Go ahead, Yo-Yo.
And what I love about you, Tosh, is that people can see the growth, go through the challenges with you, and still see you singing like a bright star, doing the things that you know you have to do because you've literally grew up in front of, everyone's face.
What's your holiday or Christmas wish?
That people would see the importance of family and love and just hold on to that. Really, because family is everything.
Thank you so much, Latasha, for spending some time with us, especially during this special season of Christmas. And those are some wonderful words.
Yes. And forgiveness and love.
Yes. Forgiveness and love for sure. And I want to say to people that are listening, continue to walk in your purpose. I started a long time ago and wanted just to sing. And then as this industry continued to move along, I found out really who I was, going through the turbulence and the ups and downs and understanding what business is, because I was green when I first came in. I just wanted to sing. And I was like, I don't care about the contracts and all that. But when you start to see that people make more, the fruits of your labor was not coming to us. We didn't see it. And I vowed that from that day forward, I wanted to continue to push the needle, and got in there, signed myself to myself, did a joint venture with Motown Capital. And now I can help young women to say that you can do it. It's so far in between when we see, Black women doing big things. And, this is a male dominated industry, and to be able to stand with my head up high and say, I'm just going to continue to be that trailblazer. It's not easy. We go through things. Even you guys could probably have your own stories, but to stay focused and to believe in yourself and bet on you. I would tell anybody, bet on you. So many people have prospered from betting on me, so why not bet on myself?
The name of the album is called This Christmas Wrapped with Love. Latasha, thank you so much. Make sure you pick it up. Make sure you stream it. Get you some holiday cheer. Thank you so much, Latasha, for joining us on Cafe Mocha.
Thank you.
Oh,
thank you all.
Love your strength. Keep going. Merry Christmas. Happy Kwanzaa.
Thank y'all. Merry
holidays.
Thank you. All of those things.
That's the show. To hear the full conversation with Ruben Studdard, check out the Cafe Mocha podcast on Spotify, iTunes, or wherever you listen to podcasts. Make sure you have a safe and Merry Christmas. Until next time, you can find us on all platforms at Cafe Mocha Radio. Cafe Mocha is a production of Miles Ahead Broadcasting in partnership with Super Radio. Executive producer Sheila Eldridge. For comments, booking, or more information, visit cafemocharadio.com.